Peace, family. This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism, here to review the movie Elysium that I saw on Friday morning at a matinee. This is a new Matt Damon movie with Jodie Foster. Those are the two main names. I'm going to talk about a few of the other people in there. Um, Elysium is basically a sci-fi movie. It's directed by Neill Blomkamp, who did District 9, which was a really good sci-fi movie. And it's about the year 2154. The movie is really a metaphor for what's going on now with immigration and with poverty. The in Elysium is where the very wealthy live, and it's like a high-tech space station above the Earth. And the Earth itself has been reduced to a third world slum. So anybody that's on the Earth is disease ridden, and people are dying of all types of things, and they're working at these low paying minimum wage jobs, basically like cogs in the wheel. And it's illegal for them to go to Elysium. So if you're not a citizen of Elysium, then you have to be a citizen of the Earth. And on Elysium, they have this machine that can cure any disease. So all you have to do is just get into the machine. The machine will scan your body, detect what is going on in your body, and fix it. It heals internally and externally. Um, so it's one of those deals like, let's say you got your hand blown off, you can go to Elysium and get your hand repaired. Um, so Elysium is, the place where you want to be, basically. And so, without giving away, I don't want to give away too many of the details of the movie, but I'll just say that Matt Damon gets in a situation where he has an industrial accident at the place that he's working at. He gets exposed to radiation, and he has 5 days to live based on the level of radiation that he received. So that's when the movie really starts, and that's where we get to the heart and the meat of what's going on. He has to try to get to Elysium to live, basically. And in the process of him doing that, there's other things that's discovered, and more that's revealed in terms of his role in getting to Elysium. Overall, I like this movie. I like District 9. The only similarities between this movie and District 9 is that the guy who directed District 9 is directing this movie, and I think that's where the similarities should stop. Um, a lot of people go into a movie expecting to see what they saw from the last movie, and you can't really do that. I mean, certain people have, like, if you go see Christopher Nolan, you see The Dark Knight. You can't go to Inception thinking that you're going to see The Dark Knight. He's a great director, and this guy is a great director. So you just gotta just have faith that whatever subject matter they're gonna cover, they're gonna do justice by because they're talented. And I look at it more as that is to try to recreate something that was done before. Talented people don't do that. So I hate it when people go, "Oh, well, this one person did this movie, so this movie should be just like that." No, it's not. It's not just like District 9. It's a very solid, decent movie. You don't have to see it in 3D or IMAX. It's not required. It's not. It's more story driven, and it's not special effects driven. Considering it is a sci-fi movie, that's saying a lot. But I like the story. It has a good, strong story. Good, strong performance by Matt Damon. Solid. Um, Sharto Copley, the guy who plays Kruger in this movie, he plays the antagonist. This guy is a really interesting dude, and he definitely stole the show. you know, like he played a basically a mercenary that the Jodie Foster character, De La Court. She's like the defense secretary, minister of defense for Elysium. She always calls this guy when she's in the jam to get him to do the stuff, and it's basically like she's using him, and the government doesn't really approve of her using him because he's like, kind of like a wild card. But this guy, Sharto Copley, he played in the first District 9. He played the the protagonist in that movie. He also played Murdoch in the A-Team. His range, man, is unbelievable. Like when I first found out that it was him playing this role of Kruger in this movie, I was taken aback because I was like, "That's the same dude that played, played in District 9 and played Murdoch." He has a tremendous amount of range, considering the fact this District 9 was his first real movie. That's the real thing that's amazing. And the story about how he got that movie is kind of interesting too. He knew Neill Blomkamp when Neill Blomkamp was a teen, and Sharlto Copley was behind the scenes. He basically worked in South Africa, doing production work behind the scenes, and he arranged a deal with Neill Blomkamp that he worked at the company at Copley's company in exchange for use of computers to pursue his talent for design. And so they knew each other a while back. So when the role came up for District 9, he used Copley for that role, and that was his real big breakout movie. So I thought that was kind of cool. He steals the show in this movie. Great bad guy. Like I said, his range is incredible because I did not even know that that was him. Now, surprisingly, the weak link in this movie, and this is really strange for me to say this, Jodie Foster is very good in just about everything that you see her in. She's like an A-list actor or actress, I should say, and I've never really recalled her being in a movie where I felt she wasn't good. This one is going to be the exception to the rule. They could have got anybody to play the role that she played, and what really threw me off was I don't know what accent she was going for. I don't know if she was going for a South African accent or French. I don't know what the hell it was, but she kept slipping back and forth between whatever accent she was using and her American accent. Like whatever she was attempting to do, she did not pull it off, and that was really shocking to me because she's really a high caliber actress, and you don't really expect her to be put herself out there without fully preparing for a role. And I just get the sense that this was like a paycheck for her. I know I could be wrong, but if you go and see this performance, you'll know what I'm talking about. It wasn't like she was bad, like she was a bad actor or actress in the movie that stood out like a sore thumb. It's just for Jodie Foster, you expect her to bring more to the table, and this one was like, ooh, like when she would talk, I would literally cringe because I'm like, it would take you out of the experience because it just seemed so fake. It didn't seem authentic. And just her whole role in this movie, the way that it was written, it was no need for her to be there. The only reason why she's there is for name recognition, but she was the weak link of the movie. Alice Braga, who plays Frey, who's a character who's key and instrumental in Matt Damon's character's life. And the character Matt Damon plays is called Max. She's crucial in Max's life early in his childhood. They develop a friendship and a bond, and that's reintroduced when he becomes an adult and they meet up again. So overall, I would say this movie is an A, definitely. I would put it definitely on the same par with District 9. I would say that if Batman Begins and The Dark Knight were Christopher Nolan's two movies that showed that he could carry that franchise, I think that this guy shows that he definitely can deliver on the sci-fi with District 9 and with Elysium. Um, it's one thing I did want to talk about was just the whole. See, it's hard for me to go into this because I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but I will say that it deals with classism, it deals with immigration, it deals with poverty in ways that are not heavy-handed. Like it manages to pull those off, and you can get those analogies and you can get those metaphors without being beaten over the head. Like you have a good time at this movie and you enjoy the movie for what it is. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it can be preachy." bullshit. It's not preachy at all. Like he creates the world and gets you invested in the world, and the world that he creates is totally believable. And that's the crazy thing about it, is that you can see this society actually happening. You can see this as a snapshot of what the future of this country could possibly be. It's not that far of a stretch, because a lot of it, the stuff that was happening on Earth and in Elysium, are going on right now. So I'm giving it a thumbs up. Go see it. It's definitely a strong effort from Matt Damon, who seems to really be good at picking things that are relevant. So I respect him as an actor, and I think you'll enjoy this movie. And you can get to see a good performance by Sharlto Copley in this too. All right, I'll holler at you good people later, and go see the movie. Peace.